Plaintiff Savannah Parker says when she started dating the defendant, she knew he was still married, but he claimed he was getting a divorce. However, Savannah says she soon learned he was trying to reconcile with his wife. Savannah suing because they went on a trip together and the defendant agreed to pay for it, but has failed to do so. Defendant Jason Barton insists he never dated Savannah, and he made it clear to her when they first met that he was not looking for a serious relationship. Jason insists Savannah agreed to pay for the trip, and he's countersuing for defamation and harassment.
All right, and ma'am, you're suing your ex-boyfriend for $1,412 for a breach of contract?
Yes.
You're countersuing for $3,000 for defamation?
Yes. I was never her boyfriend.
Okay, your friend. And you're countersuing for defamation and harassment?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, start with you.
Well, I met the defendant the weekend before Valentine's Day, and we hit it off right away. He seemed like a really good guy. He seemed really honest. Well, he turned out to be a liar and a cheater and a user. So he stayed the night with me pretty much every day for a week, and we decided we were going to take a weekend trip on Valentine's weekend. Well, I told him that I wouldn't.
That's not true.
Okay, you didn't decide to take a trip?
Well, we decided to take a trip.
On Valentine's weekend?
We did not spend every day.
Was it Valentine's weekend?
It was Valentine's weekend, yes.
Mister,
yes,
she's not my girlfriend. She's never been my girlfriend.
No.
Just on Valentine's Day when we go out of town.
We met in the bar, Your
Nice
Honor.
chocolates, hearts. Did he give you the hearts and them? Oh, he was too broke to give that, obviously.
Well, yes.
He probably did the champagne where they go like that and they sip. Like
Yeah, two-person, locked arms for the champagne.
He was very sweet, and I was very stupid.
Defendant Jason Barton insists he never dated the plaintiff, but the plaintiff claims they did date until she realized Jason lied about divorcing his wife.
Go ahead.
Okay, so anyways, we decided we were going to go, and Friday he said that he was not going to be able to go to the bank to get his money out of his trust fund, which his mom was on his trust fund with him, so his wife could not get the money. He was married at the time, and he told me that he was getting a divorce. Well, that was true, but come to find out, his wife is the one wanting the divorce, and he's trying to stay with his wife while trying to start a new relationship with somebody else.
That's a lie.
So he said that he would get the money, you know, if I had enough money out of my taxes to pay for the trip, that he would get the money that following Monday.
Out of his trust fund.
Out of his trust fund, and pay me back for all expenses during the trip, because I told him I did not have the money to spend. I am a single mom.
Where are you guys from?
Missouri.
Missouri, all right. So where'd you all go for this? Kansas?
No, actually, we went to Arnold.
Arnold?
Yes.
Arnold.
Which is
what state is that?
Missouri.
All right, even closer.
Right.
All right, for a guy with a trust fund, that's a pretty short trip. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes.
Next time you get a man tells you he has a trust fund, tell him to take you to Paris.
Well,
Mr. Trust Fund. Go ahead.
Okay, so I told him that I'm a single mom of 3 kids and I couldn't afford the trip, and he reassured me he was going to pay me back for everything we spent while he was on the trip. So we go on the trip. He wants to go shopping.
Let me allow him to give some background now that you've gotten to the initial part.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, me and her, we met at a bar one night. We had a one-night thing.
Not true.
Approximately when?
Well, we went on the trip, but approximately, I don't know, this sometime in February.
February 6th.
That's when you all met?
Yes.
All right, and then you went out of town with him a week later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, I didn't want to, I made it firm with her that I wanted no relationship, wanted no ties like that, just no strings attached. I was going through a divorce. I had no money. She knew that.
He wanted
You didn't have a trust fund?
Well,
You didn't tell her that?
No.
Do you?
He did, Your
Do
Honor.
you have one?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right,
Yes.
hats off to you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The thing is she wanted something more than
This
I
your
did.
current wife?
This is my girlfriend.
Oh, girlfriend? Okay.
Yeah. But she knew my wife. She made phone calls to my wife. There's all kinds of stuff.
So how'd the trip come about?
Basically, we were sitting at my aunt's house. She said she wanted to do something for Valentine's Day. I said, well, I don't have any money. So I'm going through a divorce. She said, basically, I didn't ask you that. Do you want to go on a trip? And I said, well, yeah, it'd be nice to get out of this town. So basically, she said she'd pay for it.
That is
I
not
have
true.
my aunt sitting right there. I have
All
witness
right. She
papers
said
here.
she'd pay for it. And then what happened? He says you agreed to pay for it. You say he was going to get you the money back when he got access to his account,
fund.
his trust fund.
Right.
So you all went on that assumption. And what went down? Tell me about the trip.
Well, I paid for everything on my debit card with the assumption of him paying me back because he told me he was paying me back. He wanted to go shopping. He went and he bought clothes. He bought shoes, everything on my card, while saying he was going to pay me back because why would a single mom of 3 kids go buy?
Did you get anything?
I got a couple outfits, but not as much as he did. And actually, he wanted to stay an extra night because he could not blow in his breathalyzer machine in his vehicle because he thought that he drank the night before way too much. So that was because he wanted to stay. And he assured me he was paying me back for that too. So we got back and he dropped me off at my van and I went home. He came back over later that night, stayed the night. And the next morning, that's when he decided that he didn't want anything serious and he just wanted to be friends, which was fine. I'm fine with that. I told him I was fine with that. I respect that. But I still need my money back.
Defendant Jason Barton insists he never dated the plaintiff, but the plaintiff claims they did date until she realized Jason lied about divorcing his wife.
Go ahead.
So then I received text messages most of the week saying that he and his mom were trying to transfer the money to my account because I gave him my bank account information. So he just kept saying that they transferred the money and the bank lost it and this and that, just excuse after excuse. And I have messages.
Sir, go ahead. During the trip,
She harassed
who
me.
did the shopping?
She said, you want to go shopping?
As a gift?
As a gift.
Not true at all.
If that wasn't true,
Not
I have
true.
papers here that she put on Facebook with all her friends that
All
says
right.
that
Let's answer my questions
that
first,
her
then I'll
statement
let
that
you
she's given
talk.
you.
Did you ever tell her at all that you would repay her?
No, Your Honor.
Did you tell her that your mom and yourself had sent it to her bank?
After she harassed me.
How
for a
long
week.
after?
She
How
harassed
long
me with
after
my
the
wife,
trip?
my
How long
mom.
after the trip, sir, did you tell her that?
It was probably about a week.
1 week later.
It was
When I
actually
told her
like
I
a
didn't
few
wanna be
hours
with
after
her
I dropped
when
him
all
off.
this
All
came
right,
about.
but I know you 1 week. Oh, it was after you told her you didn't want to be with her?
I told her I didn't. That was from the get-go. And then when we come back from the trip, I explained to her again.
I'm
that
confused.
I did
When you
not
said
want
I
a
don't want to
relationship
be
with
with you, but you went on a trip to be with her.
Right. That a weekend of sex and drinks is all it was. But
And shop.
and shop.
And
All right. All right. So
And
not
staying
only
at
did
my
you want to
house
be
the
with her,
whole
you
week.
wanted her to treat you like one of her children. How many children you have?
I have 3 children.
And you take them on a trip every now and then and you shop for them. That's what he wanted, the same treatment you give to your children.
Well, I couldn't do that.
You wanted a children treatment. Go ahead. You didn't want to pay for anything.
Well, while we were out, I called my father, which is my witness here, and he spoke to Jason. And
I never spoke to your father.
Jason, it was on
know you
speakerphone.
did.
And he spoke to
Coming
Jason.
up, sir.
No, I did not.
I'm David
State your name.
Parker. I'm Savannah's dad. And during the time they were on their weekend trip to Arnold, she called me on Saturday evening. She was telling me how much she thought of the guy. She thought he was really, this was a real good guy she was with. I listened to it. He got on the phone. We started talking. I expressed my concerns because I know what Savannah goes through as a mother and what she doesn't have versus what she can have. And I asked him, I said, my concern with this, I think you're all right, I've talked to you. I said, my concern is where is the money coming from? He said, don't worry about it, sir. I'm taking care of your daughter and I'm taking care of the expenses.
That was never said, Your Honor.
You know it was expensive. I've got
And-
nothing to gain by saying that.
That
I've got
was never
nothing to
said.
lose by saying that.
And you
We're
say
here
the
to tell the
reason
truth.
you-
You should.
That was never said.
You said, tell the truth, or you gonna shoot him. What did you say?
I said he should tell I said we're here to tell the truth and he should.
Oh, and he should. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead, sir. You told her because she was harassing you.
She
What did
harassed
she
me.
do to you within that first week?
Within that first week, her and this other girl that she apparently knows put a bunch of stuff on Facebook about me that
I did not post.
whatever you
Quiet,
put in
man.
your report that I read and this on Facebook
have it?
is totally 2 different things.
You
Yes,
have it?
Your Honor, I do.
Let's see it.
And I have all her comments behind that, so. What she told you and what that says is two different things.
I was texting him every day asking when the money was going to be there, and I have text messages if you'd like to see those.
And that's all you did was text him? Let's see it.
I text him.
Defendant Jason Barton insists he never dated the plaintiff, but the plaintiff claims they did date until she realized Jason lied about divorcing his wife.
He says, I think I know that.
She's made some comments on that.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I beat his at one point. This is her on February 16. Please let me know when you deposit so I can call and pay electric. Okay, I'll try to hurry. I can't rush. My mom. I get to my mama. Get to my mama.
After this point, Your Honor, I was pretty pissed. So I have
What happened
witness
before then?
statements here that says
What
that
happened
she was
before
going to-
then that would upset you?
This all come about when I didn't want no relationship with her, and I told her
heard that. I heard that.
That's-
Why are you
and then
telling
she-
her you sent
all of a
money,
sudden, this
sir?
money comes.
Why are you telling her you were sending her money
'Cause
and
I
it
got
never
tired of
came?
harassing
Pardon
me and
me?
my fam- I got tired of her.
This is
harassing
only
me and
2
my
days
family.
after. This is the 16th. Sir, are you on dope? Are you a crackhead?
No.
Huh?
No, Your Honor.
Crystal meth?
No. No.
Crystal meth. Will you take a drug test?
Right now.
All right, because you're coming across as one. The way you're talking, and I think that might be the problem here. Did you see him getting high?
He's an alcoholic.
Okay, I knew something was going on. That's it?
He has a breathalyzer thing in his car that should have been a sign
so that's
for
what
me.
it is, alcohol addiction. I knew something. I'm not crazy. I've been around long enough to know my eyes don't fool me when it comes to crack, alcohol. Well, you fooled me on that. Don't fool me on crack, that's all. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed. You were dishonest, and so I wouldn't believe anything you have to say on your counterclaim because 2 days after that, you were promising this woman it was in the bank. No such thing happened. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I may be an alcoholic or I have been through stuff, but you're just a flat out.
I wish him the best.